Now, I wanted to take it somewhere else, man. And I know we're talking about a lot of tragedies and things like that, but this is one that's really a hot topic that's out there, man. You just had one of the most noticeable artists in hip hop lose his life. One of the people in one of the biggest groups ever in hip hop. You could foot stomp that. A member of the Migos, Takeoff, was shot and killed in Houston, man. What do you think about what happened there?
Uh, I can't really tell. I just know they had a little altercation. It looked like from the videos. But happened there, well, gang, you got to protect yourself. That's all.
But when you think about it, man, doesn't it sometimes go back to what Nas said? I don't know if you're too familiar with Nas's catalog, but he had a song where he talked about sometimes it'd be the coolest cats who end up getting shot. You know what I mean? Who end up getting killed. Most
Yeah,
times it'd be them. You know.
for
And with
sure.
Takeoff, he seemed like a guy who didn't have any issue with anybody. One of the coolest, most soft-spoken members of the group.
But
You know.
that go again when I say y'all on the outside looking in. How you don't know if that man was a savage out here doing a lot?
I don't know. I don't know.
Exactly. But he from what I seen though, he was a cool dude though. I seen him a couple times. Like he was cool. He always quiet. I just said that to show you like people do that to me all the time. Oh, he this or he that. You don't know me, gang. You can't say. You know,
And
like
we
that
don't.
that situation I can't comment on. Like I don't know what's going on. Like
Yeah, and really, I don't want you to have an opinion on like say like who was involved or any of that stuff. Just is
Yeah,
like,
I don't know none of this anyway. So
yeah, it's just like something like this as a tragedy, man. Is this become commonplace now?
yeah, for sure. It happening there, what though? So
Exactly, man. Yeah, exactly. It's happening right now somewhere, right?
for sure.
Now as far as that goes as well, man. Let's talk about another topic that's recent, very recent.
Hmm.
So you recently had NBA Youngboy and Bobby Shmurda on social media going back and forth, man.
Hmm.
Now it seemed like this came out of Rowdy Rebel talking about how things should have been handled in the King Von situation. Now, Rowdy Rebel, he said some things about how he felt like this was, kind of a travesty. It went down the wrong way. King Von was obviously in a one-on-one fight with Quando Rondo. Looked like it could have handled itself, right? But then you had NBA YoungBoy go to social media and basically say, "Yo, what Rowdy Rebel said was stupid. Like that was just bad way of looking at the situation."
I ain't gonna
And it,
lie, man. When they come to Vaughn, all these rappers be saying shit, I don't even click on that shit, man. A lot of these is fans, bro. I ain't never even clicked on that video to even hear what Rebel said, man. Like some of y'all comments don't matter to us. We don't give a fuck about what y'all gotta say about that. Like, And
okay,
them other two getting into it because of he said something that should really be for entertainment. Yeah.
sometimes it feels like that. I'm gonna be real. Sometimes I sit back and I'm like, man, after watching video upon videos and things feel staged and things feel
That
like
shit.
they're for
First of
attention.
all, I feel like you doing an interview about you. Talk about what hot music you got. Why the fuck is y'all bringing up Vaughn? Is y'all from Chicago? No. What the y'all bringing up Vaughn for? Like a lot of these bloggers and do that to get a spark and get they jumping. And like that's not cool, bro. Like what the fuck is y'all talking about Vaughn for? Y'all should be talking about who the fuck got Lil TJ or somebody on folks now. What you bring up Vaughn for? Y'all not from Chicago, like.
So, man, let's move on and let's talk about something else as well, man. I wanted to get your opinion on before we close things out with some final thoughts and shout outs and things like that. And I know kind of going back to talking about another rapper, but man, you had a back and forth, and I wouldn't be doing my job unless I asked you about this. You had a back and forth with the baby on Twitter. And after that, or since then, it seems like the baby's career has tanked.
Man, I actually don't got shit to say about that, but I saw it coming.
Yeah. Do you think, okay, a lot of people have a lot of opinions about, and there's TikToks about this, there's different videos about this, talking about the cause of this. Do you think that, man, maybe, just maybe, it was just something that was inevitable and nobody just a sound thing, a musical thing, change in style, change in taste?
Well, with baby, with the baby,
Yeah. Yeah, with
no,
the baby.
the baby hard, bro. He gonna always be. He know how to his flows and shit. Like he make good turn up music. So
Okay.
it's
So
just how he. I don't know, bro. How you carry yourself is what keep you going, bro. He hard
now
though. Still, I can't never say he ain't hard on the music. He got the music for sure.
now during that back and forth with him, it seemed like there was some strife. Like you never dissed him and talked and said anything bad about his music.
No, I just said that about the because I saw what I saw.
Yeah. And to be honest, in the end of that, it seemed like you guys, I don't know, it was left there. So for the record, man, is everything cool with the baby now? Is everything all right?
I don't know him, gang. So I don't
Okay.
know. It never was no beef.
That makes
I
sense.
just said some. I just stated. You know me. I always saying, and he reacted. I felt like I just said my opinion. That's all. Sometimes I be tweaking doing that, but no.
Yeah, kind of have a moment on your phone where you see something and you definitely react and you're like, maybe I
Mhm,
shouldn't have went there.
mhm. I be asking myself that question. Like, you think I should? Fuck.
This is the funny part. People in their normal lives do that. Like people who work 9 to 5s do that.
Mhm.
Like they'll go on social media, they'll say something they were like, man, maybe I shouldn't have jumped in on that too quick. And then when
I
it
learned
comes,
to control. I learned to control my mouth though. I usually have a hot mouth. I ain't gonna lie to you. I learned to control it though. It gets you nowhere. Get people scatter you, like
yeah.
like that.
And you know what's crazy is when it comes to artists, we don't give them that same. I don't want to. What do you say? That same leverage and say like, "Yo, man, this is just a person who's responding to something that they see." As soon as
Mhm.
you respond to the baby and you and the baby are going back and forth, it's like, "Oh my God, Memo's going at it again." You know what I'm saying?
That's why I stopped doing that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't even.
Okay, nah, that makes sense. That makes sense. You just focusing on your music and just staying on track, man. I got that. So, is there any potential for you guys? Like you said, you don't know the baby, so officially, you could probably just put it into to any issue, right?
For sure.
That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. So, man, let's talk about it, man. Let's close this out. Now, you've been in the headlines lately, you know,
Mm.
and a lot, man, on a lot of blogs recently. I mean, in the last several days. And like I said, I wouldn't be doing my job unless I asked you about this. What's up with this whole 50 Cent documentary thing, man? Do you have any insight or can you talk about that?
I can't actually talk about that 'cause it's like an open case. You can't be, you know.
Oh, yeah. Well, then we'll leave it alone there, man. If it's an open case, we can't discuss it, man. And we'll just leave it at that for everybody who's worrying about that in the future. All right.
hmm
All right. And with that, man, what are your final thoughts, man? Anything that you want to shout out? Any projects that you want to put out there?
Get
Anything
ready
that
for this
people
album coming. We coming for y'all here on folks in them grave. Hell no,
and
man.
what's
On
the
the
name?
album. I don't
What's the
got a
name?
name yet. I don't got a name. I got like 50 names in my head.
Okay, okay. So when it's official, you'll let us know, man. So we'll check you out on Instagram or shout out your social medias, man. Where can people check you out?
Check my IG out, man. MEMOFRM060, man. My Twitter, Steve Drive Memo. That's it, man. Go on go subscribe my YouTube channel, Memo600. Y'all know what's going on, man.
All right, appreciate it, Memo. Thanks for dropping in today for this interview, man. Stand up, cat, man. We're gonna be looking forward to your music in the future, man.
For sure,
100.
love, love.
Now, hopefully you enjoyed that story, but do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I do one of these updates. And we out of here. Peace.